Matters of the heart, the heart. What are the words that you want to bring forth through my mouth? Through my mouth. Through my mouth. What is that? How much love do you want to bring forward? How much love? Oh, the love. I love everything. I love everyone. Every little detail has its own charm. Every little detail has its own charm. There's nothing excluded. Every little detail is born out of love because we are all born out of the same essence, which is love. Every little detail is love. And love is soft and warm. And it's just present, loving all. There is no good or wrong in this identity. And people then say, yeah, but that is good and that is bad. And if you say that everything is, well, there's no good and wrong, and people do certain things that we do feel like that they shouldn't, and well, there are two things for that in this now. When this essence love, when this touches you, is allowed in you, through you, on all the parts that you have closed off, then you will be able to feel what this kind of unconditional, judge-free, truly loving, never blaming, forgiving every little detail, if you desire, what that does to you, what that does to those closed off spots. And when you feel that, you can imagine how those parts in you that were closed off caused a different vibration to come out of you, caused a different behavior coming out of you, caused different ways of protecting or preventing, or what's the English word? Creating, assuring yourself, then all those things fall away because they are behaviors that are born out of certain closed offness, out of certain protection, out of certain prevention. When that will relax and dissolve in the essence of love, you will feel that, and you will be able to imagine and feel that if that happens to all parts of you, you are embodying the essence love, and automatically that is a different behavior. So that way of explaining this shows that then with that embodiment, all behavior is soft and open and loving and fulfilled from itself. It comes from fullness. And on the other hand, every part in you that is closed off for whatever reason causes your system to survive, to protect. And some systems have had to use a survival mechanism of hiding or silencing or feeling so small and so bad that they started screaming to protect themselves, or that they have learned somehow to get love by taking it, or what people experience and label as cruel really exists out of the same seed, out of the same closed offness, but the system had a different way of responding to that and handling that. There is for either none both good or bad. And yes, we heard each other. We heard ourselves. In our core, we all are automatically so incredibly crazy about each other. We freaking love life. We love our senses. We love so much, so much, so much enjoyment. And that embodiment is what we all are in our essence, in a way that celebrates life and explore life and go on adventure and be together and be so happy with what is. Nothing external determines. So every other feeling or belief than this is a belief of the human condition. So the pillars to undevelop yourself towards to is this incredible, crystal clear truth and love and happiness and freedom. Not as a jacket, not as a covering of a wound, not to be okay with things while in the middle of yourself, in the deepest, you're still hurt and locked. It's like everything that's locked is opened. There's nothing hidden in you anymore. That. And I'm here to spread that. Because goddamn, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. And it hurts me when we are in false identities, running around, blaming each other, hiding from each other, saying that we're okay, that we're alone, which is not true. And then people saying like, well, I'm just a different person, and it's just not the essence of who we are. And every closed offness has its own way of dealing with it. The system responds in different ways, protection mechanisms. It's a whole spider web. But also from there stems the war, and stems abuse, and stems everything that people judge about. But what they don't realize is that they keep the same root alive by coming from the same seed with a different kind of behavior. And the essence of love is not judging at all. And you feel that when you are in touch with this kind of love, that nothing needs to be perceived, nothing needs to be hidden, everything that needed to be hidden falls literally away when it is loved, truly, 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 until the deepest bottom that it has loved, and not blamed, and not judged, and not condemned, only freaking hard, deep, soft, wide, everything encountering, saying, yes, I freaking love you. I love you. I love all those parts of you. But to truly embody this, we first have to receive this kind of love on all the hidden levels in ourselves. Otherwise, we keep on projecting and keep on. I still cannot come up with a word. Like people that need to proven. I say people, but I'm one of them too. But my crystal clear heart has always felt in our core we are automatically good for each other. It's annoying. I'm saying this for 10 years, 20 years. I don't know how long. But what led me to really, really, really being committed on the path to embodying this fully is when I lost everything I loved and everything more. I have experienced so much pain, so much misperceptions, so much judgments, so much brokenness, so much betrayal, so much love, so much losses, so much pain. There was no tear left inside of me, but there was still pain. There was no misperception that I haven't had already a lot of times also. There was no judging I haven't felt. There was no betrayal, no left alone, no abandonment, no nothing that I had not felt. And the thing that kept being there was love. All the time. My love for you. My love for the truth. My love, just love. And I decided, as a human, I'm done with all these untruthness of being. All these different colors that keep each other alive, and it's like, I'm stuck here, I'm stuck there, I'm getting blamed here, I'm getting judged there. I'm like, what the heck? And at the same time, people are like, oh, you're so free, I want to be that too. Well, so I went through all the stories, all the methods, all the theories. And that's not true, not all of them, but like how we can create our own life and how what we believe is going to happen, and how unconscious filled we are with disbelief, and whatever we say we believe, if we unconsciously believe different things, and that is what we create in our reality. So we have to clear out the onkruid. I don't know the English word. But man, that is a job I have. Like I made it a full-time job, and I wasn't able to clear it all out. But that's just not where I wanted to go. But that's okay too. But so, and then from different directions, different corners, different theories, different cultures, I saw a few similar things, which is all about love, and that you create your own reality. And in that case, if you take responsibility for everything that you experience, and I've been, I cannot go here yet. This message is just not ready, or I just have to share it. If every little detail that you experience is your own creation, your own responsibility, see what that does to you. And I have been diving deep, but then there was blame and shame that kept me stuck. And the only thing that could heal me there was the love that I've always talked about, to connect with that and to allow that in. And I wasn't able to do that on my own. But every road I walked was more in control, more in judging, not fully relationship togetherness. still having love in a conditioned way. And then I found God, or God made me found him and he found me, and those words were exactly the words that I've always been saying. Like, there's a universal truth, there's a universal love. And that's God. So I've been present in a church that I really felt great at until I was being judged there too. Behind my back about who I am or what I do or how I behave or move. And so I'm not coming there at the moment. But I've been diving into, okay, what was God actually saying, and what was Jesus for kind of person? And man, he was awesome. Fully loving, and that energy heals. Love heals is a sentence that has been in my awareness a long time. But the conditioned love is not the love that heals. It's the essence love that literally, truly loves every detail. And as soon as forgiveness is asked, it is already been given. It is, but to allow that and to keep on telling and opening what you've hidden in yourself, and because we don't even know what we have blocked in ourselves, because it is blocked and hidden. So just by starting to share and allow ourselves to open up and be gentle with ourselves and have patience and just continuously doing that, you are able to feel how love, because that opens doors. Let's say you have like a lot of locked, closed doors in your heart. If you are really open that and give it to God, which is, it's your source of your creation. It's not how people have been talking about it, that it's something outside of you, or that you are better than someone else, or that you should be less good than someone else, or that you should behave in a certain way, or go to church every Sunday, or wear no hat, or whatever, to be respectful. That's not at all what it's about. It's a state of being. It's a state of love, a state of unconditional being. And a few more. And that is so truthful. That is so truthful, so loving. No one would have been the way that I've experienced them if these words were truly embodied. And my heart sees a conflict-free world where we are from together-ness fully into togetherness. Not because we are dependent on each other, or we live in conditioned and we have codependency, and we not because of that, but because we embody our essence, or and that more and more people embodying the essence, and that other people will feel it and they will also dwell in it more and heal more because of it. And then the natural healing power, it just arises. We don't need to control anything. Rules are to control, formulas are to control. It's all away from trusting and being who we are at our core. And I've been walking away from this also because we are so safe in thinking and understanding and I don't know the English words at the moment, but we're in union, in true knowing who we are at our core, in truly constantly shifting into back to that identity, into communication with God, like your source. If we don't do that, it's actually like you say, I'm going to live without my breath. Fuck my breath. And then the world is saying, okay, that's fine, but then you go on a breath machine and you are pretty limited. That's actually what we do with not living with God. Or if to you cannot call it God, but know that it is you. Know that it is it is available to you, and that it wants to be with you, and that it wants to love every part of you, and that it wants to heal every part of you, because there is every part that is not the essence of who you are, every expression that is not the essence of who you are, so which is not that unconditional, ever, everything loving part, is from a closed off part in you. And the essence, we can see it. You can see it as your father. Why? Because that is such an incredible, loving, embracing, taking care, facilitating, being there for you energy, which is at the same time also a bit of a hard part, because your relationship with the essence, with God, is often a reflection of the relationship that you have with your father. And I have been down that road hard and gorgeously. I had so much closeness with God, and then I slipped back into blackness, and I was crying, and I was afraid, and I was in a hotel room, and I was a few days away, and it was all really intuitively guided, and I was getting afraid, and I was in panic, and I knew I was slipping away, and I was sitting, and I was doing mirror work, and I was feeling inside of me, and I was silencing, and I was going in bathtub, and I did all kind of things, but I slipped and slipped and slipped, and I screamed, where, come then, hold me, fill me with light, now let me feel your strength. And I just didn't felt or saw anything, and I slipped further, and I had 2 depressed, horrible, hard weeks. And when I was in a channel connection with him, I cried so hard, and I said, where were you? Where were you when I cried? Where were you when I cried for your help? Where were you? Where were you? And I was so much in tears that I never really opened up for the response, but I shared this story later with my very precious guardian soulmate. And he said, did you feel that he left you? Did you feel abandoned? And I said, yes. And I realized this is what I have felt with my father, apparently, some of the feelings that I do not remember when he left me. And later on, a few months later, I saw videos about the topic, also about how this relationship also reflects the relationship that you have with your father. But just knowing that, and just be open, just be truth-telling. Like, God, I just don't trust you. I don't trust that you show up. I have been doing this and this and this and this and this, and I am still in this and this and this and this and this, and I am so afraid that I make the wrong decisions, and that I'm blocking my own road all the time. I see it in here, I see it in there, and I'm doing this wrong, and I'm doing that wrong, and I'm doing it wrong all the time. I'm just a wrongdoer. I know that you want to connect with me, but I'm just not allowing you to. So as long as I don't allow you, it's going to be staying a crap hole. And there are moments in this truth-telling that I'm so connected to that feeling. And there are moments in this truth-telling that I'm not connected at all. But what I do is that I give it to him, and I say, here, God. And I give it outside of me, or I just give it away, and I'm with my awareness and my system, and I'm like, I give it to you. Please, take care of this, love this. And I have had moments that I have felt that incredible essence love that I've always talked about and known that it existed, feeling coming in my body. And I have felt how it touched the parts that are hidden and that were brought up in the light in that moment. Because when they are brought up in the light, he is able to wrap his love around it. Because it is our free will to open or not to open up. He will never ever judge us or force us, steer us if we don't want to. He gives ideas, he gives directions, but it's always our free will. And if you are more and more in that union, it is the most loving way. And my show and my songs and my presentation is actually my biggest love letter to everyone that has been in my life, and you know it when I say this, that I had an amazing connection with, and that I do not see in this moment anymore. Because you might feel that we just have walked different paths, or you know that there has been a clinch. And I have never, ever allowed to let this go and to just move on. Going for a different job, going for different friends, going for it. Not that I'm not able to, but it just never felt true to me the way that we were separated. And I feel it and I see it in me, in us, in the world. And even the people that I have met that are so consciously able to flip every rock in themselves and to be so open to even they don't do the deepest mirror work, or at least not with me. I am being pushed out there too. I am being pushed out there too. So I take that situation again in the mirror, because I don't want to hurt no more. And not from a conditioned way, but if the world is how I believe, I am taking responsibility for every little detail. Every little detail. And the only detail and the only way is to embody 100% the essence of who we are. Which is pure love, pure respect for every little detail. And every step that I take in a union with the essence of who I am, with the essence that I'm born out. Call it God, call it something else, whatever is true to you. But make sure that you know that it's in you and that it's your breath. That then if you say, I'm not connecting with it, every step that I take, you're saying, I'm living without breath. Well, there you have your machine and you're limitless. And that's a choice. And it's an unconscious one. And I am not here to judge. I'm here to shine light on those choices, so that you at least choose consciously and not blame or hide unconsciously. So that we end up in a world of love. Not because we hold a head on each other's head, but because we are free. Ciao for now.